Family Leonardo, me Nasila did on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salon, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you don't miss any video we will try for bring out to now. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon, please family. And don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Me family, una good evening, una good afternoon, or una good morning. This now on a program again, Salone CashBox. Me family, today na the 9th of August 2025. The people in the salon, you know, do not blame some of us. We don't blame we for say, oh, you know, wait till now they talk. We don't know wait till now they talk. You know, they don't know the issues of salon. We don't know something nothing about salon. We can just they talk. Don't blame us. And I tell you one thing, me, Naya, I don't they blame Una either. I don't they blame Una. Seriously, I've come to this place where I know they blame Una. The people them where are they blame and where are they fiti all day, and trust me, I would never stop for fiti them. I would never stop to check them up. Now these politicians then, and the reason why they check them up and fiti them, because to some extent, some of them do not have a clue. The thing where they can't blame the salon people, them, some of them they suffer from them as well. But the thing where make they fit them all day now, because if you know say you don't reach the level, get out, skid off, and go sit down. They can say, yeah, I know they taught, but in no load way AB. If you know you're not fit for this role, do not come and play part and destroy lives and generations them yet unborn. Some people, you know what? I know they blame Una. I know they blame Una at all. I know they suspect, say, vast majority of Sierra Leoneans, you know, they're suffering from this disease. The usage disease. Salon people, the reason why we're not able to see the positive and the optimistic side about our messages, it is because we're not used to that kind of thing they are for far too long, decades, even before some we born. Some una big for we far away. Una the cost we because una not used to that kind of information they are. For decades and decades, your minds and hearts and brains have been polluted with the wrong things. You've been polluted, confused with the wrong things. That you not even know any other thing past the mess. Past like, even to waiting, Madam Bio, they do so right now to Una. You know, like, the thing is so blatantly wrong, but what Una used to, now Papa Sheki them days, when they go thief marble, pebbles. Because back in the days, like pebbles and stuff like that. In fact, now this is the reason why they refer to salon like Athens, Greece. Now they first begin a vote like this king. Now they actually kind of like make the people and get to say. There was confusion all over Athens, like Greece, where like the king just say nothing, when they use like pebbles, them marbles, them for make they actually vote on these particular issues. The issues that will be the arise in Greece. So as a result, like, this is the reason why, because, Greece now they begin this whole democracy thing for where people and get their say. So as a result, now make in a way, like, civilization in a way, kind of like, commots day, although like, historians are going to say Egypt and all these places and stuff like that. But because of like, that's in the way, like that particular king they be doing now Greece, now Athens, now they make this, they refer to, we say, Salone, like because we were that civilized in West Africa, they call us the Athens of West Africa. In other words, Athens being the capital city of Greece. I think so. I think, yeah, Athens, I think not the capital city of Greece. But definitely it is a city in Greece. I'll have to double check, but I'm sure it is the capital city. But you see, Salone people, the thing where we they suffer from, the disease where they kill we, that's Salone, that usage. And the sad thing is, the usage, now bad thing we used to. The usage, now bad usage. Destructive usage. So man, they talk about this all in they see anything wrong. Madabi Okanawe Kone, people were counting votes in Port Loco, according to Kemosisi. And Adi Macaulay say Bidina Wellington, they were counting votes and they call elections. Papa Shekiri days. The Metimagai days. The automatic machine in days. So they face it with for accept amnesty and say, you didn't see Salone, waste they don't call the results. They don't also say the reversal. I get one me brother where he hardly pay attention as Salone politics business. Where I can talk about electoral justice, he just tell me say, Salone, now they reverse election. Like, because not say it, he don't accept say waiting matter beyond do a wrong and a bad, but the fact is he don't settle for him. He say, but yeah, Salone they reverse election. Even they tell me say matter beyond come under pack, he even they swear back. He say that matter beyond come under. Gee, that's what they tell me. He accepts say matter beyond bad, a wrong way he do is so bad, but it is the disease of usage that they affect him. We're not used to these things for when they reverse them. Salone people, I've been there listening. I listen, brother I say interview that Common Talk. And by the way, I'm going to be on Common Talk this evening tonight, 9 o'clock, I think 9 o'clock or 9:30 UK time, and I think 8:30 Salone time, and that could be like maybe 4:30 US time, Canadian time, something like that, East Coast or whatever, right? I was listening to him. You can sense that people kind of like worried, say this electoral justice no go work. What's bother me and what's pain me? Now the fact that the criticism and the concern and the worry is not ever based on the fact. They can't tell why you say Sebo, this thing don't done, this thing don't done, or this thing Madabio in the commodity because Madabio actually win the election. There is results. Oh, Madabio already kind of like win this election. So like no tell we, no can full winner here, no can lie per we and all lengths in the day. The criticism isn't based on the fact. Their criticism is the fact that they're not used to these things for making it happen. They like you. It's based on fatigue. But what did they fail for realize that the fact that this is exactly if Madabio becomes stubborn, according to what people in the say, there's been a transition document that's been signed by Madabio and Samura Kamara. According to them, if that is true, and Madabio they become stubborn, and they back the process, they've been critical about the thing, they condemn Samura Kamara, and they make it easy for some Madabio, and make it become more stubborn, and even make this thing worse. And they play to the advantage of Madabio because of una bad usage, because una not believe say waiting right for actually get a foothold. Now we system, now we lives. It is sad. Very, very sad. People do not believe, salute people. Okay, when Samura Kamara make a statement, people in the talk say, no talk, in the talk. Now, so by the way, come on, talk. I found something you said very, very derogatory. Very derogatory. I find them very rude, very disrespectful to me and Ibrahim. Very disrespectful. For me, I don't care with those things, but the comment is very disrespectful. For say, oh, Samura Kamara not ever gonna big platform. Oh, Samura Kamara not ever gonna radio station. For go get like a proper interview. What do you mean? If you can count 5 people with credible, get integrity, know their stuff, know what they are talking about. Na salone. Myself and Ibrahim, with the inside it. So, for me, you say, go check the records. Who that day we not watch that interview in a salon, and only 10% of people will get interest in the politics of salon. We don't watch that interview day. Go and check it. In Norwich. We don't listen, and because we convert them to in an audio version. Come on, talk. Please, let us journalists na salon. 98.1, the Liberties, the SLBC, we're credible enough, like me. My personalizer now. That's very derogatory, very derogatory. Disrespectful to some extent. But not once, because I'm going to be on your platform today again, and I'm going to say that to you. Because like for me, I don't have the finger at all. No. I don't. But because when we listen, all that day we don't listen. Come on, don't say that next time, please. I beg you. Then you're going to make the comments back, say, oh, in whatever kind of platform, we're like, come on, please. Don't do that. Say, oh, even we don't request them for making come. So are you trying to say your platform is bigger than ours, our voices? Okay, if you not say you want, take them. But that's a bit disrespectful. Anyway, that's just a side attraction, salon people. But you see, salon people, when people are talking, when you listen to people, they're not criticizing what he said on imposition. What he said, he stand on the position of fact that they don't conduct election, results not there. They announced 60%. People were counting votes. Then they announced Madabio win. They will for accept them as a people. They will not criticize them back for where he hold that position. They when I criticize them for saying, oh, we want to see the documents. Maybe since I understand. There are a few people say, I'm sorry, we say, oh, like show me the documents and all that, which I think it's a justified request. I understand that. However, I also understand why it is difficult for these documents to be published. However, some of these documents, they're not all secret society. Again, with diplomacy and some maybe how precarious or how complicated the situation as alone. So maybe since I can understand back, say, okay, for keep the document. I've never seen it. I don't know about it. But one critical thing is when we know why anytime on the direct time at Samura Kamara, because now the weakest point. How about on the direct questions and to Madabio and in government? When Samura Kamara made it public on Twitter, on X, public that like the call on the international community, where actually kind of like they look over the ongoing political transition. Why would not ever ask Mother Bio for can clarify? Because what is Samura Kamara they say get the tendency for put Salone in a very funny, poor and unstable situation. They has the tendency. So why don't they ask Mother Bio back say, oh, what's in Mother Samura Kamara talk yonder? Ongoing political transition. Again, the tendency will affect the economy. It devalue the assets of Salone. Why no counter Samura Kamara? What do you mean by ongoing political transition? But now Samura Kamara is on a weakest link. Now, even they can direct question to. All kind of circumstantial question on one direct at. Why would they ask Mother Bio back? We suppose for God protect the assets of Salone, the reputation, the credibility, the confidence of Salone. And these things that they erode confidence, they destroy reputation, it affects our credibility. Why don't they ask Mother Bioba for kind of like talk about this statement of Samura Kamara? Why? But all day, na Samura Kamara na weakest link. Kind of a weakest link. But some people can they talk say, oh, na so na life we say, I come up in the camp. Oh, na so na life we say, you know, see, play this. I want to play something for now. Because every now and then, people have been saying that, oh, una the life we, na so na life we. Some people, you know, because they pay attention. Na so na life we say, I come up in the camp. Samura Kamara never ever. No, be ever tell we say, I come up the camp. Never. The first time when we ever talk about it, now because I hear, you know, interestingly, I've been listening to Ibrahim message where he play one side where the ECOWAS, now the self we say the Gambian troop in the camp. Now they self. But a lot of people, sometimes we play Ibrahim now a message where he play a message, he will do this morning. And then I go also, I can play for now, waiting. The General Musa, General Christopher Musa, waiting he talk about the deployment. Not so Samura Kamara talk about. Not so Samura Kamara talk about. Salon people, make a play on phone, make una listen. These are some of the things them. Like the question begs then, why they talk about ECOWAS na themselves talk about, ECOWAS na themselves talk about. Why did it not ever happen? Why? Salon people. Yeah, una listen.
A similar threat in Syria alone, following the outcome of presidential election in the tiny West African country, has informed the 42nd meeting in Abuja.
Sequel to this development, the ECOWAS Authority of Affairs of State and Government at a 64th ordinary summit held in Abuja directed the ECOWAS Commission to facilitate the deployment of an ECOWAS security mission to Sierra Leone.
Salon people. Una listen, una hear? It said it don't tell ECOWAS for facilitate the rapid deployment. Mariva Sambak. This not now Samura Kamara voice this. Now Mr. Salome voice this. Now Ibrahim voice this. You know now the people because una they say we the lie power now. Who that talk this talk? Una listen, yeah.
Authority of Affairs of State and Government at a 64th ordinary summit held in Abuja, directed the ECOWAS Commission to facilitate
directed the ECOWAS Commission to facilitate
security mission to Sierra Leone to help stabilize the country.
Okay.
Member states are expected to take stock of the last meeting and possibly deploy the ECOWAS military standby force to Sierra Leone, as well as review operations in the Gambia
and people like you say, oh, this not where they don't sign for years and all that thing. And they una listen following the election. Una ma begin back because some people and they say, oh, not where they don't sign from, you know, and it's combined term, you know, una listen, waiting and see. Una listen.
A similar threat in Syria alone, following the outcome of presidential election in the tiny West.
Following the outcome of the presidential elections. Una listen, Salon people. Una listen.
African country has informed a 42nd meeting in Abuja.
Sequel to this development, the ECOWAS Authority of Affairs of Africa and Government at its 64th Ordinary Summit held in Abuja directed the ECOWAS Commission to facilitate the deployment of an ECOWAS security mission to Sierra Leone to help stabilize the country.
Member states are expected to take stock of the last meeting and possibly deploy the ECOWAS military standby force to Sierra Leone, as well as review operations in the Gambia and Guinea-Bissau.
This session also offers an opportunity to review ongoing security missions in the Gambia and in Guinea-Bissau.
Some people, I will stop on here, but this is Samura Kamara voice. The question now where we ask this interview, I think it was 11 months ago, like nearly a year now. We didn't talk about it. This was just after the tripartite. This was just after the tripartite. So a lot of people, I don't tell them that the problem where the disease, where they affect we, the epidemic, where they affect we in a salon, now usage, and a bad usage. We are not used. Even me now, I the suspect say if I be this salon back. The Ibrahim. You know, I know people like then a salon back when they take this nonsense. But if we don't get used to this mess, because there are lots of we brothers and sisters them way, even though they don't kind of like be rehabilitated, they've been renewed. The renewal of their minds. They don't change beaucoup perceptions. Now, the problem we want to face now because we are used to bad things them for always happen and then we accept them. Some people might just play the audio where Ibrahim played today, the news about Gambia, where them be ready for deploy in a salon. Like what Ibrahim they say, waiting all these things them back. And knowing what we know in Africa, for say that's what we used to about bribery, don't go inside Africa. But play that the thing where Ibrahim played today, the news that Gambia, we play in audio today.
The Gambian armed forces are gearing up for historic deployment to Sierra Leone as part of an ECOWAS stabilization mission. For the first time, Gambian troops will be sent alongside critical military enablers and hardware. The Gambian Armed Forces Director of Press and Public Relations, Colonel Lamin K. Sanyang, gave further details during an interview with Muriel Baji at the Defense Headquarters in Banjul. More in this report.
With approval from the National Assembly, the Gambian Armed Forces are finalizing plans for the deployment to
under the
ECOWAS Stabilization Initiative marks the first time Gambian troops will be dispatched with specialized equipment and enablers. Colonel Lamin K. Sanyang, Gambian Armed Forces Director of Press and Public Relations, shares insight on the readiness and preparation of the contingent for the mission. As we speak, we are in the fourth generation phase, which means that we are trying to gather all the necessary
personnel stop this
together with their complementary equipment.
Thank you.
In terms of vehicles, their feeding, and all the other essentials that they would need for such a deployment. Once that is done, the next phase is also like we'll have the ministers of defense and also finance that will meet at ECOWAS level at in Abuja to discuss the financing and the funding for this deployment in Sierra Leone. For the first generation, the deployment includes specially trained Quick Reaction Force (QRF), which will form the core of the Gambian contingent.
Waiting all this back to this day.
That will be taken on by personnel.
Waiting all this back. Now we talk this talk.
Of 136 personnel, comprising of 100 troops, plus 35 personnel from the Gambian Armed Forces Communications Unit, plus one officer from the Intelligence Corps will be making up this contingent that will be deploying.
Waiting hold up this process
in Sierra Leone very, very shortly. Highlighting the Gambia.
This was over just under a year, about 11 months ago. So 1 year now.
Contingent will contribute to the stabilization efforts. Mostly it's force protection a force headquarters protection.
Yeah.
That is, we are usually in charge of protecting the force commander and the special representative of the ECOWAS or the African Union or the United Nations mission in all these deployments. Also in Darfur, we've also been in charge of the
waiting hold up this process. I will stop on there. Waiting hold up this process. Now Samura Kamara talk this talk. When I don't hear from General Christopher Musa, the CDS in Nigeria. When I don't hear from the communication director in Gambia. Then to line the troops then, so they were waiting for American Salone. Waiting stop the process and waiting hold up this process. Salone people. Instead of they blame Samura Kamara. This, if not take them, this very mentality of you guys criticizing Samura Kamara could well be the reason why Madabio the player could well be the reason for the delay. Because of this una bad usage, una bad mindset. Madabio it play to your advantage. Because of the thing they were not used to. The APC and the jubilate. Watch, I think they said again, women's diaspora nonsense today in London. Can watch them. Subabe, oh. Now that is good for dance. Can watch them. See them court competition, or that dress passing company, or that bluff passing company. That's how lucky they go depend today. They go depend today. Una watch them. Una watch them. They destroy lives. Then they enjoy the diaspora. Then they fool people in the salon, dash them small thing. And the life done the way they want for them. And the life. Watch them today. When I watch, they don't come all over the place. America, Canada. They didn't hear now for kind of enjoy. Can watch them because they didn't land outside opportunities are given to the politicians. Say that the responsibility for create the atmosphere, the environment. Then the Nigerian society will believe in that. Watch them dish no. Say they don't that all day. Police they guard them. They watch over them. If something happens, then they call police, then they call the fire brigade. They get everything right. They didn't have society, but then they enjoy. Then they left una in abject poverty.